Hello, and welcome to what I think is day 8 of 12 days of Vlogmas. I should really look at this stuff before I start videos. And today we're baking cookies, but not just any cookies, Taylor Swift's chai cookies. Yep, the iconic chai cookies. I made these a while ago and absolutely loved them, and what better thing to do than to make these cookies in the holiday season for the holiday spirit? I mean, it's really not the holidays without baking cookies, so here we are. I've got the recipe printed out for me to look at as I go, but I will also put it on the screen for you to screenshot if you're like, wow, I really want to make these cookies, because I'm probably not going to explain this very well. I'm going to do my best, but it's just going to be okay. It's a very easy recipe to follow, though. You can also put icing on it. The icing recipe is not on here, and I tried to make the icing by myself the last time I made these. It did not go over well, and I needed my mom's help, so I'm just making these without the icing. I think they're good with or without. It just depends on how much sweetness you want. So find an icing recipe or use your own if you want more sweetness, or without icing. It doesn't really matter. I'm also currently filming this the day after the Eras tour ended, and I am deeply unwell, and this is how I am recovering. So anyways, here's what you need. My cat is currently rubbing his face against the tripod. This is going to be fun. Half a stick of unsalted butter, preferably room temperature. I'm just going to zap this guy in the microwave, to be honest with you. I did not plan this out far enough in advance. Half a cup of vegetable oil, half a cup of sugar, 1 large egg, half a cup of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm not picking this up, but this is flour. We need 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and of course, chai. I have this Bridgerton spiced chai right here, and this is the bags that I use. So you just need 1. I think 1 is plenty enough for this recipe, but if you're feeling silly, go ahead and do 2. The first step in the instructions is to preheat the oven at 350. Don't do this. Don't do this right away, because if you read a few lines down, it says to chill the dough for about an hour. So if you preheat the oven now, it's just going to be sitting there unused for an hour or over an hour. So preheat the oven later. Don't do it now, unless your oven takes that long to heat up, and then if so, go for it. Oh, and a mixer. We have a mixer in the background over here. So first things we're going to do is mix the butter and vegetable oil together, but I am going to zap this butter real quick. And then after the half a cup of unsalted butter and half a cup of vegetable oil are mixed, now we get to add the half a cup of sugar, half a cup of powdered sugar, the egg, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm so good at reading this. If you look at it long enough, I can actually read her handwriting. The first time I did this, I had to find a typed out recipe because I was like, I don't know if I can read her handwriting, but I've gotten used to it now. Next, we are to stir in the rest of our ingredients, all of our dry ingredients. So we have the 2 cups of flour, the half teaspoon, I almost said tablespoon, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and the tea bag. And then once all of these are mixed together, we are going to put the dough, I usually put it in just some saran wrap. I think that's the easiest, and let it chill in the fridge for about an hour. Okay, see y'all in an hour. Just kidding, this is YouTube. Magic. Well, it's about 2.5 hours later. I was supposed to take it out of the fridge after an hour. I wanted to shower, so I didn't take it out for a while, but the cookies are done now. Before I took them out of the fridge, I preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and then I grabbed 2 sheets, pans, baking sheets, whatever the official term is, For the cookies, this recipe makes 2 dozen. You could probably make more than that if you want them to be smaller, but I just kind of rolled them in a ball and was like, sure, that's good enough. So the recipe calls for sprinkling sugar on them before they go into the oven for 9 minutes. The recipe says 9-ish minutes. I think 9 minutes is perfect, maybe 10 if your oven's a little more finicky. So I remember to sprinkle sugar on half of them, but not the other half. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but they look cute and sparkly, so I think that's cute. So now we have the cookies. I'm so excited. The last time I made these, it was like August, so it's been a while since I've had these, and I'm very excited. These have been out of the oven for a little bit because my oven, I have to do it one at a time or else it doesn't bake it evenly. So 9 minutes for this. These have been resting for now 12-ish minutes, and these recently came out. So anyways, cheers. The powdered sugar makes them so soft, which also means they're prone to crumbling. Just putting that out there because that happened to me the last time I made these, but they are just so good. I feel like it has the perfect amount of chai in it. It's so autumn. It makes me think of, oh, it's a video that Taylor made ages ago where she's like, and fall and scarves and leaves on the ground and blah, 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 even though it's not technically winter, but December is a winter mindset. So these cookies, oh my God. Oh, it's just a mosquito. There was a moth in my bathroom a couple nights ago, and I fully screamed because I originally thought it was a wasp, but it was just this thing flying around. Freaked my mom out. She was like, "Girl, it's like 11 p.m. Why are you screaming? Bug." I did eventually kill it, but it really bothered me. Anyways, this was a lot of fun. I love these cookies so much. They are so easy to make. A little time consuming just because they have to sit in the fridge for a little bit, but really, in total prep time, 10 minutes. So I love it. It's a great time. I need to get all of these into my little container I have over there and take some to my friends over the next few days. But yeah, this was so fun, and I'm going to enjoy another cookie at 10:30 at night because I deserve it. I mean, the Eras tour is over. What else am I supposed to do?